Hello friends. Life is a journey filled with challenges, trials, and moments of humiliation. We all at some point face situations where people try to belittle us, insult us, or drag us down. It could be at our workplace, in our personal relationships, or even in society at large. These moments test our patience, our resilience, and most importantly, our philosophy of life. But here's the thing, no one can truly humiliate you unless you allow them to. The Stoics, those great thinkers of ancient times, understood this deeply. They believed that external events, no matter how harsh or demeaning, do not have power over our inner peace unless we give them permission to do so. And that is the mindset we must adopt when facing humiliation. Picture a great Stoic like Marcus Aurelius, the Emperor of Rome, who despite being one of the most powerful men in history, was not immune to criticism, insults, and betrayal. Yet he did not let these external attacks shake him. Why? Because he knew that his worth was not defined by the opinions of others. He understood that his character, his actions, and his virtue were the only things that truly mattered. Epictetus, another great Stoic philosopher, was born a slave. He had every reason to feel humiliated by society, yet he taught that it is not events that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. If someone insults you, it is merely their words, just air passing through their lips. It is your choice whether to accept that insult as an injury or to disregard it as meaningless noise. This is a critical perspective that liberates us from the burden of external judgment. If we refuse to acknowledge an insult as something meaningful, it ceases to hold any power over us. Seneca, the Roman Stoic, faced exile, ridicule, and political persecution, but he remained steadfast. He said, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." This means that if you do not have a clear direction in life, every insult, every act of humiliation will shake you. But if you are steadfast in your purpose, no humiliation can touch you. Your confidence in your path and your own self-worth acts as a shield, protecting you from the negativity of the world. So how do we apply Stoic wisdom when someone tries to humiliate us? First, we must pause. Instead of reacting impulsively, we must take a deep breath and remind ourselves that we control our reactions. If someone mocks us, we have two choices. We can let their words define us, or we can let them pass like the wind. When we take control of our response, we reclaim our power. The moment you choose not to engage in emotional reactivity, you rise above the situation. Second, we must remind ourselves that insults often say more about the person hurling them than about us. A person who humiliates others is often insecure, seeking validation by bringing others down. Their words are a reflection of their own inner turmoil, not our worth. When we internalize this, we stop taking their words personally. We begin to see them as expressions of their own struggles, and this allows us to respond with understanding rather than hurt. Third, we must cultivate indifference to the opinions of those who do not add value to our lives. Stoicism teaches us that we should not seek approval from the world, but rather focus on our own growth and integrity. If we remain virtuous, if we remain true to our values, then no amount of humiliation can break us. Our self-worth should be derived from within, not from the fleeting judgments of others. Fourth, we must turn humiliation into an opportunity for growth. Every difficult moment, every insult, every challenge is a chance to build resilience. The Stoics saw obstacles as the way forward. Marcus Aurelius said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." If someone tries to put you down, use it as a stepping stone to rise higher. Instead of allowing humiliation to define you, let it refine you. Imagine a rock in the middle of a raging river. The water crashes against it, but the rock remains unmoved. That is how we must be in the face of humiliation, unshaken, unwavering, and untouched by the storms around us. The river may rage, the winds may blow, but the rock stands firm, knowing its strength comes from within. And finally, we must learn to laugh. A powerful technique the Stoics used was to see the absurdity in insults. If someone calls you weak, smile and say, perhaps I am. If someone mocks you, shrug and say, that's your opinion. When you take away the emotional reaction, you take away their power. When you refuse to give weight to their words, you rob them of their ability to affect your peace of mind. Life will always present us with situations where others try to humiliate us, but the real question is, will we let them? Will we allow their words to shape our self-worth? Or will we rise above like the great Stoics before us, embracing our strength, our resilience, and our unwavering spirit? Friends, remember this: no one has power over your mind unless you give it to them. Walk through life with the dignity of a Stoic, unshaken by the opinions of those who do not matter. Hold your head high, stay true to your principles, and let no insult, no humiliation, and no criticism define you. Because in the end, true strength is not in what others say about us, but in how we respond to them. When humiliation knocks on your door, do not answer with anger or resentment. Instead, answer with composure and wisdom. Show the world that your worth is not determined by fleeting opinions, but by your unshakable character. The greatest victory is not in winning an argument, but in proving through your actions that their words hold no weight against your inner peace. Think of a mighty oak tree in the face of a storm. The winds may howl, the rain may pour, but the tree stands firm, rooted in the strength of its core. That is how we must be deeply grounded in our values, our integrity, and our self-belief. So the next time someone tries to humiliate you, remind yourself of this truth: you are beyond their reach. Their words cannot touch you unless you allow them to. Instead of reacting, rise above. Instead of engaging, walk forward with dignity. Instead of seeking revenge, seek growth. Humiliation is just a passing shadow. It cannot darken the brilliance of a mind that remains steadfast. Let your soul shine with the wisdom of the Stoics, and let no insult dim your light. You are stronger than you think, and the world's judgments are nothing more than illusions. Embrace each challenge as an opportunity to refine your character, and always remember, the greatest strength lies not in fighting battles, but in mastering oneself. Stand tall, remain composed, and let your actions speak louder than any insult ever could. The world may try to test you, but your response is your power. Choose wisdom. Choose dignity. Choose resilience.